What's up, Best Life? My wife and I today, we're going to talk to you about one of our favorite things to do, and that is go on our yearly annual beach trip. We just absolutely love getting away at least once a year and taking our family to a condo somewhere on a beach and just having a blast together as a family.
One of my favorite things about going to the beach is the fact that we get to relax. We let our hair down, we wear our flip-flops. We just don't have a whole lot of agenda going on while we're there, except for to have a lot of fun and to relax. And I love that. A lot of times when we go places, we have a pretty full schedule. And one thing about the beach is if we want to sleep in, we sleep in. If we want to stay up late, we stay up late. We really utilize that time just to relax, to get off of a schedule and enjoy our time with our family and watch all the beautiful scenery, the beautiful ocean. God's creation is one of my favorite things. Just to look at the vastness of it, the sand between my toes. There is nothing like relaxing at the beach.
And the thing that I really like about it is family time. You know, a lot of times in the hustle and bustle of life, you get up, take the kids to school, you go to work and all of this, you only get a small amount of time with your family and your kids throughout the week. But when you go to the beach, you have a whole entire week or week and a half, however long that you want to go, is that you get to go and just spend that time. You wake up in the morning, you kind of lounge around, you go to the beach. Some people may want to stay in the condo for a little bit while others go, but you're just really spending that time. And the thing that I really like is throughout the trip, you get to spend one-on-one time with every member of your family. You get to just do so many different activities and adventures with them, and you really can get into their lives on a deeper level than you usually do throughout the week because the time frame that you get to spend with them. And I just love going if you fly or you drive, just the whole entire trip is just an amazing adventure.
One of my favorite parts about the beach is adventure. You get to teach your kids how to go on adventures and adventure with your family like you don't get to do on a regular basis. And for me, I know one of the greatest things the girls like to do with me is boogie board. We get out and we each have our boogie board. We get out in the middle of the ocean and we find the best wave. And we laugh as we jump over the waves together. And you know, one of the girls will say, hey, Mom, this is one, let's catch this one together. And so we get on our boogie boards and we ride them all the way in on the best wave we can find. Sometimes we wipe out, lose our sunglasses, but our time is full of laughter and adventure and fun. And it just creates memories with your families. It shows your children that I'm not all about just teaching you the routines of life, how to brush your teeth, how to get ready, how to go somewhere, but how to have fun. And those are memories I will have forever with my children, boogie boarding. And one of the other things we love to do is go crab hunting at night. We get our little flashlights out and our buckets and we go on an adventure, and it's kind of like a race. Who's going to find the most crabs? And for me, I always end up holding the bucket while they scoop up the crabs and put them in there, and it's just so much fun. It's a time of almost like hide and seek, and we love it. We love to spend time together as a family and adventure. And one of the fun things that happened this year was we actually found some jellyfish. They actually came in with the tide one day, and we could have really looked at that as a negative thing, but we just turned it around like we're going to see how many jellyfish we can catch. And so we used our little nets and we scooped them up and we made a little fortress on the sand for all the jellyfish, and we just made it an adventure. So I love adventuring at the beach with my family.
I love crab hunting as well. It's just, you know, you get the little ones at night, but also during the day, sometimes you can catch a big crab. And when you catch a bigger crab in the ocean during the day, the kids think that is the most amazing things. And just looking for seashells, they always like to sit around and see who can find the biggest seashell, the brightest colored one. And another thing that I love about the beach and adventure is parasailing. I remember last year I took my 11-year-old and we went out and we went parasailing, and it was a moment that we went way out into the ocean, and both of us got up there and we were talking it up, and we went on the one that took you extremely high. And it's a picture that we have that we will always remember. Remember that time that we went parasailing. Every time you see somebody parasailing, Judah will look at me and say, "Hey, Dad, remember that time that we went parasailing?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." And we create memories through adventures. And there's so many other things that you can do. Just when you go on a vacation, have adventure and make memories with your family.
One of the other great things we like to do is go souvenir shopping. And let's be honest, we really don't need another trinket in our home. But sometimes just the adventure of, okay, everyone gets $20. What do you want to buy? And I try really hard not to put a lot of limitations like, oh, don't get that. But sometimes, we do not want a hermit crab coming home with us.
No.
But we let them go into the cool little souvenir shops, and they have all kinds of neat t-shirts. And the older the kids get, the more reasonable their souvenirs that they buy become. But it's so fun to see Ezra. He'll go and pick out little dogs, and he'll pick out just the strangest little things. But that's his memory of the beach. Going into the little places that are nautical, and some that look like sharks or octopus-shaped buildings. It's just a neat time of adventure and fun. And one of the other great things we do is we always like to find a fun little ice cream shop. That's one of our things that we love doing. Find an ice cream, and when you're on vacation, you just need to go ahead and have a little ice cream. So we go out, we find the best little ice cream shop and laugh and eat ice cream together and just make fun memories. And these, like I said, are memories that our kids are gonna love. Let's be honest, some of the little souvenirs are lost along the way, but some of them they keep for a long time. And it's a great memory of, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, remember when we went this time and you let me buy anything I pretty much wanted? And so that's one of our great memories of going to the beach is souvenir shopping.
And I love the balcony life. I like getting my coffee early in the morning, at noon, and also at night. And I get my coffee and I go out there and I sit in, and one by one, sometimes it's autumn, sometimes it's one of the kids will just come out there and we'll just sit and look at the beach and look at the water as it's coming in, and our conversations just go off into fun things. But sometimes the greatest life conversations I've had with my children were sitting out there on the balcony, just looking at the water, looking at the sand and the people walking back. And it's just a relaxed setting to where you're not rushed, and you just start into these life conversations that actually carry a lot of weight and a lot of meaning. And you just sit out there and it's a place to think. So when you go to the beach, value every moment with your family. Find you a time when you can get each person in your family, pull them aside and just have a lighthearted, open conversation. You have no idea where that conversation can go. Sometimes my kids will be out there and they say, "Hey, Dad, what do you think about if I become this? What do you think about if I take on this project when we get home?" And they just start talking about things and open up about their life and what all they want to do. So when we're out there enjoying the balcony at the beach and just looking at God's beautiful creation, we have just these amazing life conversations that I'll remember all the days of my life.
Another great thing that we like to do when we go to the beach is take the ultimate family picture. And so I actually have a few tips for you if you're planning to take a picture at the beach when you're on vacation. One thing to think about is don't wait until the very last day to take your picture, because you just never know. A rain cloud could come up and destroy that magic time that you need in the afternoon to take your picture. And then you'll end up with pictures of all of your eyes squinted, or you might end up with a picture where it looks a little hazy. So make sure you pick a day before the last day, so you'll have an opportunity. If that day doesn't work out, maybe tomorrow. Another good tip is don't take it the second day because you might be scorched if you didn't apply the right amount of sunscreen. You could be totally red and burned. So wait until you get there for a couple of days. Your tan's evening out. It's looking really good so that when you take the ultimate family picture, everybody looks great. Everybody's got their tan going on, and it's really a fun time for us. When we get there, we start talking about, hey, where are we going to take our picture this year? And the kids start thinking about, oh, look down there, Mom, this is kind of a neat spot. And we have fun like figuring out, what are we going to wear? Oh, I don't match you all. I need to go find something different. Or it's just a fun time where we all kind of come together on one little project, and we don't make it a stressful thing, but we really try to make it a lot of fun. And it's a picture we keep up in our house. We've even made our Christmas card out of the picture that we've taken out at the beach before. So we love that time. It kind of documents, and we're able to go back and see, oh, look at this year, look at that year, look at this year. And so we're able to kind of look back at how our family has changed over the years and how our style has changed and just the different locations that we've gone to. We always make it a point to try to find that magic moment at the beach where we can take our picture of our family. And the kids, they like taking pictures just together. They're like, oh, remember this thing that we learned that we started doing together? Mom, can you get a picture of that? And it just creates a bond with our family that's just kind of simple, but it is a whole lot of fun. And we always try to get a good family photo that we can remember our trip by.
And of course, the guys, you want to talk about food. Whenever you go on these trips, you know, a lot of times don't go to the chain restaurants that you go to every week. Man, go to the unique ones. Go to some dives. Go to some places that you've never been in. Wherever you go, you might have a bad experience every now and then, but it's actually a hilarious memory. That one time we went to this one place, my food was horrible. And it's funny, but sometimes you will go and have the greatest experience because every place that's around the beach is catering to tourists, and a lot of times it's fun. They have different themes, so you and your family go out. Don't just always stay in your condo, but go out and have amazing times. Explore the surrounding area and find the right hangouts. Find the places that everybody's at, and just go and enjoy your time at the beach. And every moment that you're there, make the best use of your time.
Well, that's all about our beach vacation. We love going to the beach. It is actually pretty much my favorite place to be. I just hear from God. I enjoy my family. I relax. So I just want to encourage you, find a beach and get there if you can.
And to the people that are watching this and saying, you know, I can't afford this. Let me tell you something. You can't afford not to do this. This is a time that you will build memories with your family. You will build such a camaraderie with your kids. So for the people that say, I can't afford to, let me tell you again, you can't afford not to do this with your family.